Hi, I'm Dan Hoyt from the best game site ever, and today we are going to be discussing the next generation of consoles. The PS4 and Xbox One will be launching in early November, and it looks like Microsoft is already managing to do the most damage to itself. Now, I kept trying to do this video, but Microsoft kept changing everything about the Xbox One until I finally got so frustrated I took a break, left the country, and climbed a mountain. At this point, I think we finally got an idea of what Microsoft and Sony have in mind for their next consoles. They will each be big, black pieces of plastic that will sit in your living room and do almost the exact same thing. They will have slightly different game libraries and slightly different operating systems. The only major difference seems to be the new Kinect, which is now the biggest obstacle Microsoft needs to overcome. You see, Microsoft desperately believes that the Kinect is so absolutely necessary to their new gaming experience that they are willing to charge an extra $100 for their console and include the Kinect. Now, I think the Kinect is worth $100 if you want it, but if you don't want the Kinect, then it's just an expensive doorstop or a paperweight. Microsoft really needs to make a different decision, or I could see them starting this console cycle off pretty poorly. Here is what they should do. They either sell the Xbox One with the Kinect for $399, which is how much the PS4 costs without the PlayStation camera, or they sell different versions of the Xbox One for $399 without the Kinect and $499 with the Kinect. The first option makes the Kinect seem like it's free and would encourage gamers to get the Xbox One instead of the PlayStation 4, and the second option gives Xbox gamers two choices on which package to buy. Sony went with the choice option, selling a package without their camera for $399, and one for $499 with the camera. For the record, I like the Kinect. I use my Kinect all the time. I used it earlier today to work out, and I use it to work out about 3 times a week. That mountain was so much easier to climb because of my Kinect. But I actually only own 3 games plus Kinect Adventures, which was included. I really only like it to exercise and slice fruit, and no matter how many games I play that incorporate the Kinect, I've only found those things to be enjoyable. It's not like this is a new piece of equipment either. The Kinect has been around for 3 years already, and I've found very little to do with it. I used to use the voice commands to start Netflix up and get a show started while I made a sandwich, but I had to disable voice commands because it kept hearing the audio from Netflix and stopping or rewinding or generally mucking up my viewing experience. I've even been playing Skyrim a lot lately where I could use the Kinect to actually shout, but I've never really been tempted to. It's just easier to press a button, and my wife already thinks the Xbox is too loud, so why would I start shouting at it? Now, I would buy the next Xbox One with the Kinect, even with it costing $499. It makes sense to me. I use it, I may not use it for everything, but I use it frequently enough that I get my money out of it. Unfortunately, most of my friends who I play games with have no interest at all in the Kinect for one very practical reason. The Kinect takes a certain amount of space to use, and they don't have it. Their Xboxes are in their bedrooms, their offices, or they have them in their fairly cramped living rooms. For these friends, the Kinect is a paperweight, a $100 paperweight. The sad part will be that if my friends make the likely decision to go with Sony's black plastic box, then I would join them. Not because the console is the right one for me, but because I would rather play my games with my friends than spend an extra $100 to have another Kinect. Thanks for stopping by and watching the video. Feel free to leave a comment since we encourage discussion even if we disagree with you. Thinking about these kinds of issues is the point of these videos, and we would hope that this video has at least encouraged you to think. If you really liked this, check out my previous video about the ending of LA Noire. Be sure to stop by thebestgamesiteever.com for more reviews, features, news, and commentary about gaming, and feel free to like us on Facebook because the internet is lonely and we have poor self-esteem.